The Joker.
The Joker. This trailer reminded me a lot of the movie Nightcrawler, if you've ever seen that with Jake Gyllenhaal. So, what did you think?
A lot different than, I guess I really didn't have any expectations other than I don't know. Like, I guess I kind of had an idea of what the trailer was going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least I had an idea in my mind of what it was going to be like. It was going to, show like, the Joker being whatever they have him written as before, and then like gritty coming up as like, something iconic that the Joker says. I don't know, something like that. But for I guess what we saw was different. It was really more definitely sympathetic towards. The Joker's character before he becomes the Joker.
Yeah,
Arthur
Fleck.
Arthur Fleck, yes. I think they're really going to be going into a lot of the mental aspect of why the Joker is who he is now and what kind of made him that.
Yeah, it's going to be more of like a character study about a dude going crazy. And
yeah, I don't know, and I'm willing to give the movie a chance. Like you can't, it's stupid to judge something before it ever comes out most times, but. I kind of still sit on the side of the fence of like how Christopher Nolan did it in The Dark Knight. It's like, the Joker gives a couple of different, or Heath Ledger's Joker gives a couple of different origin stories, and it ultimately comes down to like it doesn't matter how he became who he is.
Yeah,
he's just the mystery behind who he is part of the appeal.
Yeah, I think that is definitely the case, especially with the Heath Ledger Joker. Like, that version of that, I remember when the first leaked images, or the first released images of Heath Ledger as the Joker came out, where he's just sitting in front of that wall. I'm like, 1, this doesn't look like the Joker. 2, this makes this look like a horror film. And it was ridiculous. And I think they know that with this movie. And I think the put on a happy face thing going on, and that whole, like, it takes place in the 80s, this film, but there's this, like, 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, like, retro-y aesthetic throughout the entire thing. Martin Scorsese is the producer of the film, and Robert De Niro is playing that talk show host, and I think they're going to frame it as Thomas Wayne, who's on TV, you see him in like a few of the shots, is going to be the bad guy. Whereas the Joker's the good guy in this, and the little kid he does like the smile thing with, that's Bruce Wayne.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, I think that's Bruce Wayne. Because he's outside of the mansion, and they're taking a lot from a bunch of different things, like the Killing Joke, like the Joker Who Laughs is one of the other comic runs. They're taking a bunch of little pieces from that and then writing their own kind of like sob story. That little kid is Bruce Wayne.
Do you think they're going to take the Tim Burton 89 version of Batman to where the Joker's character kills? Okay.
I think they will. I have a suspicion that this film, the final shot, will be the Joker walking up with a gun on Thomas Wayne and you see the kid. And I don't think they're going to show the bullet hitting. I think it'll end on that scene that we all know. Because we've seen them die 100 million times. I think it's going to end with the altercation, and that's how the film ends. Or it's going to end with like a bullet shot on like black.
Okay.
I just have a feeling like that's how they're going to close the film.
Yeah, this film could go a million different ways. It's going to be interesting to see how Todd Phillips does it, or he handles it, and how Joaquin Phoenix treats such a character that's really been like held onto by Heath Ledger's portrayal of it.
Yeah, I think the scene in the beginning where he's giving his mom a bath, where like it's like my mom always said like put on a happy face. Mm-hmm. I think that's really interesting. What that reminded me of, just in a weird way, like this kind of Oedipus kind of complex, is when he played Commodus in Gladiator, where he's like really into his sister and stuff, and like there's this creepiness with his nephew. I just got that same kind of weird Joaquin Phoenix vibe, and then also the vibe of Joaquin Phoenix where he wanted to have sex with a cell phone in Her. Like, where he can play this creepy character so well. And he's such a fantastic actor that I think we're going to see him being skinny and weird and creepy and just doing that, like, ha 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 laugh and be like, oh, this guy actually went insane for this role. Good.
Yeah, none of us wish, though,
I think the only person who doesn't want this movie to succeed is Jared Leto.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be forgotten to the heap of failed characters, even though I really did not like that iteration of the Joker.
And I don't think that's his fault. That character is not his fault, because I really do think he gave that character his all. Like, Jared Leto, I think, did give it the old college try, but that was a weird movie. And to be sandwiched between Heath Ledger and then probably Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, I am so sorry, Jared Leto. You got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, I want to say it's probably a combination of Leto's his own interpretation, as well as David Ayer's, like, writing or directing for Suicide Squad. Who knows? It was just bad decisions all around.
You heard that he mailed people like condoms and stuff on set, right?
Yeah, like used condoms and like dead animals and shit like that. And it's just like, yeah, I think that's the part where it's like going too far. Like, if I was a co-star of his, I'd be like, knock this shit off, man. Like, I know you're trying to be method, but at the same time, there's a level of professionalism.
Yeah. I mean, like, we're working on a film. If you ever mailed me a used condom or like a dead rat, I'd be like, hey, Ben, can we have a chat?
Yeah.
I just got a condom in the mail from you. What the hell's the meaning of this? Like, that's kind of what direction that would go into.